Welcome back to the finish line and day 3 of our Cheltenham Festival review. So we will start off with the Marsh Novice Chase where Jesus came back from the dead and...
I can't make head nor tails of this horse now anymore.
Poor Mellon though.
Mellon's been second now in 4 festivals. Second in a Supreme Novice, second in 2 champion hurdles and second over fences.
I think Faugheen's races ended at the second last where he belted it.
Yeah, we are talking about Champ not jumping well enough. He doesn't jump well enough over fences. He jumps way too slow. He would have been better off in the RSA because he jumps because it's that bit slower of a race. But geez, he ran some race, but he's belting fences the whole way around there.
Some horse. It's horse for lifetime. But let's get on to Soundcloud. What a training performance to get this horse back.
I can't believe he's back winning races. Honest to God, like he looked like he was gone at the end of it.
Yes, he's probably not as good as he was made out to be. You beat Mellon by a head of Cheltenham, but still
won a grade 1 at Cheltenham.
Won a grade 1 at Cheltenham, and to have the problems he had and to come back on the biggest stage of them all and to do that is phenomenal.
He's obviously a very hard horse to get fit and to train and keep right, but obviously on the day then he can do it. But
apparently it's so many issues with breathing.
He's had about 4 breathing operations. He was able to breathe that because he actually battled. The other 2 races this year, there was no battling there. As soon as he was off the bridle, he was gone.
He couldn't breathe.
He always travelled like a really
I wouldn't even
good
say
horse.
he wasn't battling. I say he just couldn't breathe.
He's always travelled like a good horse when he wasn't under pressure. Even the day against Fakia, he was travelling best and then fell. The day against Faugheen, he travelled up outside Faugheen and then there was nothing there when push came to shove.
If you look at horses that are so good and then you get them off the bridle and they just suddenly stop. It's not that they can't try, there's something wrong with them. They're having a problem somewhere, whether it be they're breathing, their lungs, or they're sick.
Be interesting to see where they go with it now.
I'd say they step up next year.
They have to, sure. You have to be try a Gold Cup horse, wouldn't you?
That's what he's bought for.
There'll be some story from being the Gold Cup, wouldn't it?
Do you know, getting back to Faugheen on it, I said it to you a few days ago, I have a sneaking suspicion Punchestown Gold Cup. Go out in the high.
Yeah, why not?
It's the last race ever. Punchestown goes ahead. Yeah. It's where he's going to go out.
Suit him. 3 miles suits him better than 2-4, I think.
And he pissed up around. We were up there and he pissed the word hurdle over 3 miles around Punchestown. It's going to be an easier track for him. He's won around Punchestown.
Yeah, I think that's a good idea.
Imagine. Well, obviously, if it goes ahead, if they leave people in, the roof would fall off the place. It'd
be a shame if it did go ahead and there was no spectators and he won, because he just wouldn't get the...
No, you wouldn't get the same buzz.
You wouldn't get the same buzz.
The way it's going on, like, England that they're closing down, we don't know yet. It's meant to be announced at 1 o'clock.
I'll check my phone there, yeah.
It's now 2 o'clock here. What I can see happening is, if it goes ahead between closed doors and the coronavirus just slows down to a halt come the middle of next month, I can see it be just open to Irish horses.
That's a possibility.
I can't see opening the borders to any French horse, English horse. But I think that's the only way it'll go ahead if we can get people in.
The Kentucky Derby is postponed.
Who cares?
That's the only new news.
Back to JLT anyway. Jeez, I feel sorry for Mel. Really sorry for Mel. Such a top horse when he was younger, and he's
very good. Like he puts it all together on the big day. He'd go out now and
finish last.
He'd lose the beginner's chase. So he would.
Look, their owners got their big day on the Friday, so let that be that. What's this?
Pertams.
Cider Barley, 2 years in a row.
Give him some ride again.
Stop.
Storyteller cruised into the race.
Poor Relegate. That was all over Relegate. Give him way too much to do.
Another horse. She don't jump well enough.
She give him way too much to do.
She couldn't keep up the pace.
She was stone last at the top of the hill.
If there was a 5 mile race, she might win it.
What a little plot job that was though. Off to where did they go? Market Raising or somewhere like that?
Market Raising.
Oh, let's finish 5th. Yeah. We're in, lads. Top weight, blinkers. Off we go.
Some training performance.
He's some man for a plot job. Hold up, what's this? Right.
We're on to Ryanair.
We're on to absolute top.
He's not here, and I just feel bad for him.
I do.
He was all year, and I think he ran the worst race he's had all year in the Ryanair.
We'll play it
Never
here.
travelled.
They just had to jump in the second last.
He's niggled along a mile out, like. He never travelled. And he must be very good because he definitely didn't travel as well. And Rachel said he didn't feel as good. And he was still right there towards the end. Like.
He didn't travel, he didn't jump, he did everything wrong and still finished third. St. Cavillass ran a great race. And the jump at the last cost him getting up the inside.
Yeah.
If he pinged the last, he was up the inside, and Paul Towner would have been sacked on the spot.
Yeah.
Because that would have been 2 in a day. 2 in 2 days that he's had to make an absolute balls of. But that was.
And from there on in, it all changed fortunes for Paul Towner, basically. He had a great couple of days then.
I think they figured out St. Cavillass. He's not. Like, you go back 2 years ago, himself and Petty Mushwar in the Arkle.
Look,
going balls.
Some horses, when they're young like that, they're just bulls and they don't know what's good or bad for them. They just go hell for leather, like some of the lads in the Triumph. He was like that, but he's definitely a good horse. There's good races to be won with him now.
And 2 mile 4 is definitely Ministrip.
Absolutely.
Oh, he was crying for the line at 2 mile 3.5 furlongs. He was crying for the line. Doesn't have speed for 2 miles. 2 mile 4 doesn't have stamina for 3. He'll be back next year to defend his crown. And Frodon!
Look, it is what it is. It wasn't as strong a race as it was this year last year. And look, she said afterwards, because no doubt she got interviewed, he couldn't go the pace that they were going. And then basically that was it. Like, he needs to go up the front. But she can't ride any other way.
She was up the front.
I've backed her a couple of times on the races. If she cannot lead, she cannot win a race. She does not know how to work a horse, like judge pace and come off the pace. She has to go full pelt from the start, try and out sprint everything. That's the only thing she can do. She won on
a yoke called Silent Steps there on Monday. It was thrown last the whole way around and got up, but that was because she went balls to the mat to try to keep up, and the rest of them went off like the clappers, died a slow death, jumped the last, she ended up winning. I totally agree. She might be. What way do you? How do you put it? Like, we've nothing against Bryony.
She has the job because of who she is. Yeah. There's young fellas out there that are jockeys for small stables and they're riding better, and they probably never get the chance because they're just young lads and they don't have the connections that she has. There's definitely way better out there.
And I've looked at,
if I owned a horse, and again, like, she's a professional jockey, so for her play to her, she does a harder job than I do. Well, not at the moment because I have no job. But there's definitely better jockeys out there, and she.
Spit it out.
I don't know what to say about it. If I owned a horse and he was with Paul Nichols, I had the money, and he's like, but I'd be like, no, she's not. Said, you want to put Bryony on the horse? I'll move the horse somewhere else.
No, yeah. She gets way too much credit for what she's done.
She was on the front page of the Racing Post the morning of Thursday. Paisley Park was running. Min was running.
Like,
Frodon was the actual horse. He wasn't even on the page.
I don't know. Right, move on.
They were calling it this golden hour on UTV.
UTV, what?
Or ITV, whatever it is. They were calling it golden hour because last year she won and then Paisley Park won an hour later.
Like,
they were actually calling it golden hour.
Like, fair enough, Paisley Park and Aidan Coleman and all that, but it's the only horse she rides that has a chance of winning greater races. And she's after getting, talking about Paul Nichols, she's after getting less and less rides from over the last few.
Obviously. It makes sense, like.
And she knows it. She was on look on Sunday and she's all down in the dumps, and like, because the person sitting next to her was getting a lot more rides than Paul, Harry Skelton.
Absolutely. Like, you would have thought she'd be on the other one that in the Champion Chase.
Dynamite Dollars?
Yeah. No, like, obviously Harry Cobden picked Dynamite Dollars, so you would have assumed she'd be on Politlo.
Yeah.
She didn't get the ride.
It's finally happening. Nothing against, like, but Jesus Christ, she got way too much publicity for what she did.
Look, if you're putting that much money into the game as an owner,
get
you
the
want
right
your
jockeys.
horses. You want the best jockeys on your horses. That's what it comes down to.
Right. On to the Steers Hurdle, where Lisnagar Oscar.
This for me is the worst race of the whole festival.
It came out yesterday that Paisley Park have a defibrillated heart and he lost 2 shoes. But he's actually been given the all clear now, so he's back in light work and all being well, he's going to Punchestown.
There's definitely something wrong because he would have picked them up and slapped them around the place now.
Slapped him around
2 months ago.
You knew at the top of the hill he was struggling. Look, he's not even finished. He didn't even finish out the race.
And he always finishes his race. He didn't finish it out.
He looked in trouble a long way out.
It's a shame because you want superstars in racing, but it'd be nice to see him come back and do it again now.
Yeah. To take nothing away from Liz and Gary Oscar, he's the best of the rest.
If I backed that Bacardi's, if I owned that Bacardi's, never mind back, I'd be banging my head against the wall. Because he travels like an absolute superstar in some races. Then in another race, you go out and he'll be favoured because he's after running well in the previous race and he'll fall at the first hurdle.
Or like Leopardstown, he was stone last.
He's a pure pig of a horse now. You couldn't back him. If you owned him, you'd be fit to strangle him. How did it? And he travelled the best in the whole race. I thought you said to me, Bacardi's going to win the race. I said, if he wins this now, I just give up.
He came there swinging on the bridle.
And then what does he do? Not for the last
Plods on.
And if you put him back to 2 mile 4, what did he do? Travel the whole way around. And 2-3, he looked like the winner, and he do nothing for the last furlong.
He needs blinkers, cheek pieces, cross noseband, sheepskin noseband.
It's just a mule now.
French cross noseband, everything.
Ronald Pump ran well.
Oh, what? He finished second in that, but Jesus Christ, the mark he was on.
He would have won the Pretemps one.
Oh, mother of God. That was Apple's day at last race.
You notice we haven't mentioned the winner because nobody cares.
Listen to Garrett Oscar.
Probably, I'll be honest.
He went off 50 to 1 for the race.
Never win a race ever again.
Probably not. It's the worst stairs hurdle. Like Emiton, no God, he's just like a Somerville boy.
Another lunatic. And to be fair, what ran well as well.
I love him. I love him in handicaps. Yeah, but Paisley Park apparently is alright, so we'll move on. Isn't it Garrett Oscar? How did that joke win? What's the last race that won? Before that?
It's a couple of years ago, yeah.
What's this? Oh, here's another one. Plot job, Simply the Vets.
And I had Happy Diva each way.
You put that up.
Mr. Whitmer ran well.
He did. How Richard Johnson got up from the fall and I go, what? It's beyond me.
Yeah,
and Lizzie Kelly, how did she didn't die of a fall?
Mother father of a fall.
That was a grand little win. That was a plot job. Done to his finest. Well done, Harry.
She's a great horse to own, that Happy Diva.
She
runs well every single race. She gives her whole...
Oh, yeah. Constantine, the mother, good God.
She won it easy.
If you look... hindsight's a great thing. Second to last year, or first run ever over hurdles.
It's a strange race because it looks like it's not going to be a great race, but last year's race actually ended up... A lot of the horses that ran well at the festival again. I think Black Tears is second, and she came second in the Carl Cup, so...
this thing looks like just a proven
and
absolute ton.
She ran in it last year, she was 4th or 3rd, and she ended up winning.
Second, she beat her nose.
So, you know what I mean, it's not a bad race.
She ran in some good handicaps there over Christmas time. She was 3rd. She was...
I prefer to see that race, to be honest, than see the Boodles.
I don't like the Boodles. I think the Boodles is a certainty to go now. The more I think about it.
And this race,
Kim Muir, I can never, ever make sense of this.
LeBroy looked like he had an absolute, really good mark, good chance. Everything was right from the beginning. Can't understand why they won't ride him from the front anymore. I think it's the maddest thing ever. The race he won around Cheltenham, he was up with the pace the whole way. He needs to make his own pace because he's slow as tar. Other than that, I have no feeling on this race. I think it's terrible.
I don't like it either. Milan Native, he's alright. He stepped up to 3 mile 2 from 2 mile 4. But improved. I was on plan of attack, finished 4th, ran a good race, but not good enough at the end. It's an absolute diabolical race. I don't like it at all. It's there for the amateurs. Look, fair play to them. They could make the handicap marks bigger, but then you're going into National Hunt bloody territory.
Yeah.
Right, highlight day 3 for you.
Probably Min.
Yeah, I'm the same. I'm glad he.
I feel bad for Tom. He was all over Absolute Tired all year. And he convinced me and you. I would have been in the min camp up until about the middle of January, and then I started changing my mind.
I think it was the first Cheltenham Festival preview show we done, and he said absolute hard. Oh, he's going to do this, he's going to do this. And I said, I'll do all that till Min comes along and nabs him on the line, and then I don't even back Min.
So I think he deserved his day in the sun.
He did.
He's a great horse. Shows you how good Altior is. So
yeah. One to take out a hole, day 3.
Concertista, I'd say.
Jeez, green again. Yeah, I agree. Concertista, very good. Looks like she's improving a ton, and she could be one to reckon with next year.
If she gets her conditions and gets a pace to aim at, she's very good.
She's a good turn of foot. Right, so that's us finished with day 3. Look back at the Cheltenham Festival now. We will kick on to day 4.